get it. What are you looking for with that? Just the markings?
Well, yeah, if it's magnetic, sometimes sterling will have a nickel wash on it, so it'll be slightly magnetic. If it's magnetic, and I use a rare earth magnet, really strong one, it's not going to be carat jewelry either. So I'm using my magnet to kind of weed through stuff like the costume stuff. Because I'm in it just
So you can test the gold then?
Yeah, this is going to be, that's magnetic.
It was?
Yeah. So, but you need a really strong magnet. Here, I'll show you.
I think they're from the dollar store.
Right, okay. So what
You need a
would
really strong magnet. If you didn't have a really strong magnet, it wouldn't
trick you?
Yeah, it would trick you. And then I'm using my loop to look for, also, here's another giveaway. You've got a gold tone here, and then you've got a stainless steel post. Carat jewelry is not going to have that. It'll be gold throughout. Because
really?
the reason why women are getting the carat is so it doesn't irritate their ears.
Okay. So it won't go like green or whatever on there?
Yeah, on their ear. And also it's really irritating because the acid in your skin is reacting with the copper.
Okay.
Most of the time this is a stainless steel post, but now, sterling, you shouldn't be paying more than 50 cents a gram. Especially on jewelry, I'd probably go 45 cents a gram. Because when I go trade it in, I'm only getting 65, 63 today, at least Friday, that's where it was at. Just for the silver, and they don't credit you the weight of the pearls. Yeah. So you got to discount the weight of those, and that takes. I know a pearl, you know, can weigh quite a bit. And
Do you ever test the pearls? Like if you had a pearl necklace, would you?
No, I wouldn't credit
You wouldn't
anything
even worry
for the
about
pearls.
it?
I just kind of take off the weight for it. So, and I've got a little scale, but this doesn't weigh very much. I wouldn't pay more than $1 for this. At most, maybe 50 cents for the silver net. This other stuff. Usually these are. Let's see. Now, you got to be careful with the carat stamps too, because
They could be
if
wrong.
it has a here, I'll show you an example.
Perfect.
I use this with the kids. I'm training my son and my nephews and nieces to do this kind of thing. This is my day job, is to assess the gold and silver content of items.
That's
I'm going to come
pretty
over
awesome.
here where they can see me taking stuff out, so they know I'm not using their stuff.
That's a good idea. I'll make room for you.
I've come across counterfeit coin. I've come across counterfeit, and so I keep those as examples for the kids. Let me see. Now, remember I said counterfeit carat is not magnetic.
Okay.
If you take a look at this part right there, you'll see a nice 14 karat stamp on it.
With all the candles?
Here,
How do I?
you'll need to, what you do is you hold the loop close to your eye and then bring it in and
Bring
kind
it
of
in.
find your focal point.
Okay, so I see the 14K.
Oh, you can see it without. I
Right.
got old lady eyes, right? And this one as well. These were both at the same estate
Same
sale I
place,
went
okay.
to. I bought these for $2 for the both of them,
Okay.
because I knew they were counterfeit. But I wanted to buy them for an example
For an
my
example?
kids.
Interesting.
And you base that off of the magnetism?
Yeah, because carat gold is not magnetic.
Yeah. And these are?
Look what happens here.
Oh.
These are
So it would be
extremely
plated?
magnetic. These are gold plate, and the metal I know underneath has to be high in iron or nickel. Most likely iron, because it's a magnet is testing for ferrous for magnetism, and iron and nickel are the two metals that would be used in there. Here's another
what were
example
some-
of a.
Is that a
This is a counterfeit 1 ounce ingots, and I know it is because I XRF'd it
1 ounce
with a
what?
ingot, silver ingot. It's counterfeit.
It's counterfeit.
The dimensions are too big, and it's brass. It's not magnetic, but when where I work, I have access to diagnostic tools. It's called an XRF. It's an X-ray fluorescent machine, and it tests the content of it. And this is silver-plated brass.
So give me an example of a real one.
I don't have any on me right now.
Oh, you just started? It's
I use
$9.50.
these for the dimensions. It's too thick.
Okay.
Too
Here-
thick for what?
for
weight?
for silver, for the density. Brass is slightly less dense than silver. Silver comes in at 10.5 on the density, and you can test it in a water and if you've got access to a water and a scale, you tie a dental floss around that, dip it in, and measure
So it's
the
a
amount.
volume thing, right?
Yeah, the volume. It's taking up too much volume
Gotcha.
slightly by
Gotcha.
about 10%. This is not magnetic, but when I XRF'd it, it was gold plate. And I bought this at the same yard sale, but you can see the colors wrong. I wish I had it. Here's another
What's the coin?
gold-plated piece.
The big
This
coin?
is another one. This is a
That's counterfeit?
counterfeit Morgan coin,
Oh,
and it just doesn't have the
feel the weight
heft.
on it. Oh yeah, that's
Let me
lighter
see.
than the
Hold
ones I
on.
have for sure.
Yeah. Let me see how much it weighs. Sometimes on the counterfeit, if they're trying to go for the volume, they will.
Guys, is it dollar for sale? Dollar.
They will. Yeah, this is close to the right weight, but it's too thick again and too big around. This one,
I have a few.
a troy ounce of silver should weigh 31.1035. This weighs
35.3.
5, so it was off that way as well. I have a counterfeit gold coin that I bought. It's just a teeny one. Where'd it go?
Let me get that thing out of your
This
way.
one. The volume on this is correct, but this should weigh twice as much as that. It should weigh 3.5 grams for the same volume. So, you know, these are my little teaching things.
And did you get that at a estate sale?
Yeah. That should be worth, you know, over 150 bucks. It's worth nothing. I didn't pay 150 bucks on it, so I don't feel too bad. I paid like 5. And I use those for examples with the
That's
kids.
cool.
I'm training my son and my nieces and nephews. It's like a little treasure hunt for them.
Yeah,
But
that's great.
Anyway, so
Thanks for the
you
tips.
want to memorize, if you're looking for carat stamps, not always is it marked 10K, 14K, 18K, whatever. What you need to watch out for is do not pay carat if it has a fraction in front of it, like a 1/10, 10K. That means it's gold fill, and it's oftentimes you'll have GF after it or 20-year guarantee on your pocket watches. That is a gold fill stamp. Think of gold fill as a really thick plating. If you find something that has 585, oh, that's 14 karat. The way you figure out what the number should be on it, you can either memorize the 18, 14, and 10, which I do because it's quicker that way.
Right.
When they do a carat value, they take the percentage of the weight that is gold, divide that by or multiply that by 24. So 10 karat should be 58.5% gold, and the rest of the weight is a copper, nickel, silver alloy.
Okay.
So 18 karat, take 18 divided by 24, you get 75%. 750 is an 18 karat stamp, as well as an 18K. So 18K or 750, that's 10 karat would be 41.7 or 417. Oftentimes they'll get their crowns replaced or bridge work done, and they'll request their crown back from the
bet.
dentist. If you come across anything dental, I would give you a bid on that as well.
Okay.
Because the gold content on a gold crown can run anywhere from 2% gold to 75%. That's 18
I
karat.
heard you asking them about the penalty.
Yes, that's why I was asking. So I will give you a bid on those as well. Even if it's a porcelain fused crown, it would have gray on the underside and then the porcelain on top of the crown. Those have palladium in it, and I'll bid. I think palladium right now I'm buying from dentists at around $7 per gram, and the gold crowns gold's up a little bit, so I'm around 20 bucks a gram, just for the crown itself, and I'll include the tooth weight in there as well.
Okay.
Usually I'm shooting on, because I'm pricing it around 20, the reason why I do that is because the range on the gold content is 2 to 75%. I'm taking an average and hoping for the best is the way I'm doing that, so I'm taking a bit of a gamble on that. But old class rings would
Sure.
most of the time are 10 karat. So anyway, yeah, give me a call. I'll bid on it. If you wouldn't
Great.
mind, could I bring my son with me because I'm
Oh, yeah.
training him?
How old is he?
Okay. He is 14, he'll be 15 in July. So
Okay, cool.
we started business a while ago, but that's kind of what we do.
Great, that's cool. Thanks for the
You are welcome. Also, another thing on costume, I don't know if she's got an example of this, on the necklaces, the brass necklaces, if it's got an extension on it, and I'm not seeing it on this. No. Oh, sorry. If it has an extension chain on, what you'll see is a regular, wait, maybe this one's got it. Oh no, this one doesn't.
But I know
You'll
what you mean,
have,
yeah.
you'll have a chain, usually it can dangle off the side, that has bigger links
loops,
on it.
yeah.
That's an extension chain. Carat jewelry doesn't do that. You're paying for the exact length you want, so that's
That's good to know.
And it's an easy way, but your best tool for brass and gold plate is gonna be your magnet. If it's magnetic, it ain't carat.
Okay,
So, anyway, sorry.
thank you.
No,
Pretty.
sorry.
Does that have,
This one doesn't, but it's costing, I'm pretty sure.
it's pretty shiny.
Yeah, if this is sterling, it has a nickel wash on it. The nickel is what gives it its sheen. So, but you'll notice I skipped right over my first test, which I should have just done, because that's the quickest way.
Done.
It's not. I mean, if it were sterling, it would be slightly magnetic. Now another thing you need to be aware of is that the
charm
chain
is-
and the charm are to be treated totally different, right?
Oh, okay.
Because you see how this isn't magnetic? Sorry.
it could have been from
I'm
two
keeping
separate-
you, yeah. And oftentimes people mix it. See, this is totally magnetic too.
Oh, yeah, the Amazon box, yeah,
Okay, well, we'll talk
This
to you
isn't
later.
magnetic, but it's gold plate. I mean, it's not got a carat stamp anywhere that I can see.
you do.
So, yeah. Anyway, there it is.
Nice talking to you.
It's nice talking to you.
All over it.
Jordan, are
Jake,
you guys all
Jack.
together?
Yeah, all three of us.
Jordon, Jade,
Jake.
Jake,
Yep.
and Jack. It's nice to meet you. JJ.
Okay, thank you. You too.
Take care. Huh?
She doesn't.
I am
not her
just
place.
a precious metals person, but this is really cool. I wonder if it's like authentic from, looks like Samoa or Tonga. Where is it from? Do you know where it's from? Oh, this is Aztec. Oh,
What do they have it listed for, Jack? Did you ask?
All the drawers?
that's really cool.
How many, you want, I'll see
They want
one stack?
160?
Yeah, the black ones there.
Maybe $5?
$5?
Oh, you looked it up?
That's my wife.
Okay.
She likes that kind of stuff.
Did you find any of that stuff?
I didn't really find this stuff, like, not like exactly like those. This one was like 80, but like I didn't find anything on eBay to compare it to.
Did you get this?
Are you running the estate sale?
Yeah, yeah.
What? How much for the boat?
For the bow, $10.
Should we
How
get
much
that?
how much for the wheel barrel?
Should we get it?
$20?
$20? Okay.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey guys,
Is there anything broken on it? Got really quiet there. What's going on? Are we on a game show? How much are these?
$5 each.
All right. Should we do that?
Sure.
Okay.
So
We're
you
good
want
then.
those two?
I gave you the 100, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just take those so you don't have to.
Okay.
Did you get your free soap? Get your soap?
Jack, go grab a soap. There's a free soap with
Get your
purchase.
free soap.
free soap,
Can I have this instead?
it's a free.
It's a thank you gift.
Can I have that instead of the soap? Since we bought so much stuff.
His
And-
dad, he would be told to get one bottle of
Yeah.
dishwashing soap. We come back
Okay.
with 2 cases.
Cool. Thank you. Oh, how much for this guy? Dollar or what were you about to say?
A couple bucks.
And when we
Two?
were finding them in every
Okay.
cupboard, I'm like, oh my God, how much palm olive do they have?
How much
Thank
are
you.
these,
Appreciate it.
Tupperware things?
It's
We gotta
got
be
like
careful with that.
It's got a label.
Hand-carved in New Zealand.
Yep.
We gotta be
Probably,
careful
they
with
probably
that.
picked that up on like a trip there or something.